game, obviously, it's where you end up and shave a few strokes off the game. So I always try to make time and work on this part of my game.
Okay. So there's two different types of shots from here: the pitch or the chip. What do you think is more reliable here? And explain to me what you think the pitch is or the chip.
Right. I guess what I've always learned, I've always thought the chip is more of a running shot,
So,
or something that's closer to the green, kind of where we're at right here.
so a chip would be less loft, more roll to the hole.
Exactly. Yeah, the ball would roll more, and
So it gets on the ground quicker, rolls to the hole, as opposed to a pitch shot would be a little bit higher lofted, rolls less.
exactly.
What do you think would be key here?
Usually a shot like this, kind of working right now. Obviously, it's a little bit more uphill, but typically around the green, I'll use my sand wedge or lob wedge.
Okay.
It's always been kind of a go-to, but
Okay. Let me see if you hit a shot with that lob wedge.
okay.
That was well done, rolled out a little bit. But I feel like that on these types of situations, you got to get the ball on the ground quicker.
Okay.
So I feel like a little less lofted club, kind of get it on the ground, on the green, running towards the hole location, as opposed to flying over there. It works for some people, but I feel like that most, you have the tendency to maybe blow it past, or the grain's a real big factor down here too. So lob wedge won't be the club. So let's try it with a gap wedge. Experiment with the gap wedge, and we'll go from there, and maybe to a pitching wedge. So try the gap wedge here. Maybe get a little bit on the ground sooner.
Okay.
And run it. So how do you think that you would get this on the ground quicker? Like how would you manipulate your setup to hands, arms, body? How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I guess always my biggest thing, at least around the green, if I want to hit it lower or have it run out more, I've always put it back in my stance.
Okay.
Nothing severe, but I guess I'll put it more per se kind of inside my right foot. That's where I'll play it off of if I want to hit it a little bit lower. And I guess, at least chipping wise, I never play anything in front of my, or in front of the middle of my stand. So It's either middle or slightly back is how I've always kind of gone about
That's great.
things.
That's awesome. That's great feedback. Let's see how it works out.
Okay.
Grew thin, but it got on the ground quicker.
Right.
And it ran. It ran a little bit more as opposed to carrying it. Let's experiment one more.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the pitching wedge.
All right.
I'm going to give you the pitching wedge, and I want you to feel a little bit further back in the stance, hands a little forward.
Okay.
So that kind of de-lofts the club a little bit, gets the ball on the ground a little bit quicker, and has it run a little bit more to the hole.
Okay. Is that far enough back?
Yeah, that's great there.
Okay.
It's just like a rocking putting motion. How'd that feel?
Yeah, I mean, that one, obviously, that rolled out a lot more than what I expected, but
I feel like when you try to hit that lower shot, you hit it as you were going to hit the higher shot. So you use lots of hands
okay.
in it. I want you to use less hands, more the bigger muscles, rocking into the shot and holding a lower finish. It's almost like a big putting stroke. And just kind of rotate through the ball and hold your finish.